Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Ellaby and welcome back to the second part of our latest build challenge video. So this is part 2 of the shell building challenge. I explained everything about the shell building challenge in part 1, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so we have moved on to the furnishing now. And as I already said in the last part, the furnishing was difficult, to say the least. I was struggling a lot with it. This kitchen in particular, it was the first room I did, and I was really tired that day. So yeah, I tried a lot of things and nothing really, I didn't like any of it, but in the end I am somewhat satisfied with how it turned out. I actually used base game counters, some counters I never use because I actually don't really like them, but they were what worked best with what I had in mind for this house. So yeah, as I already said in the last part, I'm not really good with building modern houses and also not really good with furnishing modern houses, as it turned out. I actually went into this challenge thinking it would be a lot easier than it actually was, and I know I do say actually quite a lot. I'm sorry. I also do this in German all the time. Yeah. It's just a habit of mine. So yeah, we are using these counters. I almost said actually again. And yeah, they work fine. It's alright. So yeah, right now the kitchen's really bland. It will get a few pops of color. The whole house will be, I don't know, it has a few pops of colors here and there, but there's a lot of darker tones and also a lot of white, because in my mind that's what modern means. A lot of white and darks, I don't know. So yeah, here I was struggling with the curtains because I wanted curtains there because it was really, that wall was really empty without curtains, but all the curtains that actually fit those windows they all closed the windows completely, so you couldn't look outside, which kind of bugged me. So in the end I changed the windows. Yeah, and I know those curtains are clipping into the counters, but I thought we can just pretend that they are short curtains hanging to just above the counter, if that makes any sense. As I already said, there won't be a lot of cluttering in this house because I'm not a good clutterer. That's something I also said in my first build video. I don't like cluttering. I like the odd piece of clutter here and there, but yeah, I like a clean look. I don't know. not in real life, mind you. I'm our well, it's not a house, our apartment, I guess, is very chaotic because my boyfriend and I, we are both, yeah, kind of chaotic people. So yeah, I'm trying to keep everything tidy, but it's almost impossible. Plus we have a dog who's the queen of chaos. So yeah, it's a Sisyphus task, but some days I try really hard and other days I just think, stuff it. Why even try? So yeah, I also had a lot of struggle to actually find the stuff I wanted to use because some of those items I never use. So I didn't know where to find them. Like, for example, those chilies and the olive jar and those, I don't know, how do you call it? The other boxes there. All the lemons, I also never use those. But I wanted to use them there, so I did. Yeah, as I already said in the last part, it's really quiet when I don't say anything, because I don't have any music yet. The music comes after I do this part. I think this kitchen actually turned out quite nice. It is a rather big kitchen. It has an odd shape, but I think I did quite a good job with it. I also like the color scheme, so there are a few pops of orange everywhere. I think it worked out quite nicely. But yeah, so halfway through furnishing this, I realized that this must indeed be a bachelor pad, because you can't fit a family in there. Well, you technically could, I think, if you turn the office space in another bedroom, maybe. But I think it's too small for a family. And I also didn't put in any furniture for children or families. So I think it really fits a bachelor best, is the right word order. I'm kind of struggling right now. I don't know. I've been talking for 30 minutes straight now because I just did the voiceover for the first part, and now my brain is kind of empty again. But I also don't want to not say anything, because then it's so quiet. And that's also awkward. So yeah, I think this was the first time I ever used those lights, those ceiling lights. I think they are from the Moschino stuff pack. I also, this is something I realized while editing the episode yesterday. I've actually used this painting in the dining room. I've used it twice. I've used it in the master bedroom as well. But let's just pretend that he really likes the artist, so he just built 2 copies of the same painting. Because that's something people do, right? I mean, I have like no clue whatsoever when it comes to art. I must admit, I also have not struggles appreciating it, but I don't know. It doesn't speak to me like it speaks to some people. I've been to a museum once, and yeah, well, I don't know. It's just not something I enjoy to do. I like posters and stuff. I really like that we have a lot of game-related posters here. But yeah, real paintings, not so much. So this was a really big bathroom. So this is the bathroom with the shower, because the upper bathroom actually is really small, so I couldn't fit a shower in there. There's only the bathtub. I wanted to do both. I wanted to have a shower and a bathtub, and I do realize that the other way around would have probably been better. But that's how I did it. And to be honest, I know that in America, or maybe a lot of other countries apart from Germany, they all have, or a lot of them have ensuite bathrooms, which is something we don't have in Germany at all. Well, at least not in the part of the society where I come from. So that's not a thing here in Germany, ensuite bathroom. So we usually, if it's a bigger house, or if it's a house, we usually have one bathroom for guests, which is just a toilet and a sink, somewhere near the front door. And then we have another bigger bathroom, which only we use, so guests don't usually go in there. But sometimes we also have a shower in the guest bathroom, and the bathroom in the bigger bathroom, actually. So yeah, I guess this is more of a German layout, but oh well. Maybe it's the dude who's living here is German, who knows? Or the architect who designed this house. I don't know, okay? It's just how it turned out. So this hallway is really empty because there are a lot of doors, not a lot of room to put stuff. So there's actually just a dresser and a mirror, and and a rug. So I also decided to keep the indoor doors a darker brown and not change them to white, as I did with the front door or the outer doors and the windows, because I kind of like the contrast. Everything is really cool on the inside, so I actually like the warmer tones of the darker brown. So yeah, that's why they stayed as they were. So here I actually wanted to put those magazines which came with the Moschino stuff bag, this stack of magazines, but I couldn't find them for the life of me. I don't know where to find them. I even searched for magazines and I couldn't find them. I don't know where they are. So I didn't put those there. So now the living room is another very strange room, because although it's very big, there are essentially 4 doors. I mean, there's the archway to the hallway, then there's the office and the kitchen and the door going outside. So also not a lot of room to put things. So that's why there's essentially only the sitting area with the TV above the fireplace, and then there's two chairs and a table, and that's it. That's all there is in this living room. But again, I think it kind of fits the style of the house. It's, as I said in the last part, you could say it's rather minimalistic. Yeah. So I changed those couches to a purple color before I thought, this could be a house for a bachelor. So, but I actually leave them as they are right now, because I thought, why not? Maybe it's a bachelor who likes purple. I mean, everything's possible. Yeah, so those are the chairs from Island Living. I love those chairs, but it's so hard to find the right color, the right, how do you say? Well, colors that match one another. Is that even English? I don't know. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's basically the whole living room furnished. And then I think we'll go to the office next, because it's the last room on this floor. So yeah, awkward silence, I'm sorry. I was thinking about putting another rug there because it is a big empty space, but then again I thought a second rug just looks stupid, so I don't put a rug there. I just leave it empty. And here we are in the office. I was again really struggling to find a desk I actually liked. A desk that actually fit the theme I was going for here. And then I decided, you know what, we could put the Murphy bed in here and make it a guest bed. Because I actually had no idea what else to put in this room, apart from a desk and a bookcase. So yeah, that's what we did. And I'm not exactly sure whether you can use the Murphy bed, because I also put a guitar in the corner at the windows and those amplifier thingies. I mean, you could always just move them. But as I said, I'm not sure you can actually move the use the Murphy bed as it is right now. But that's also something we have in Germany. We don't have... I think most of us don't build houses with guest rooms in mind. So we have maybe we have a spare bed in some room. But most of the time guests actually just sleep on the couch. So yeah, maybe another European touch, I don't know. Again, the office is really bland because it's a lot of white in there. I tried to use a bit of color with the lamp and the plants, but yeah, it's very white, but I still like it. So yeah, that's the ground floor. Now we're up on the first floor, and yeah, there's not a lot to furnish here, to be honest, because there's not a lot of rooms. There's this really small bathroom, which actually works quite well, I think. You have a bathtub and you have a toilet and a sink. I was trying to use other bathtubs because I didn't like the brown bottom of this bathtub. But every other bathtub, and I've now said bathtub so much, it doesn't even sound like a word anymore. But every other bathtub just is so chunky. I don't know. So I came back to this bathtub and just changed it to black and white. And then I changed the mirror to a black mirror, and now I think it kind of works. So here in the hallway we just have a plant and a little hallway table with more books on it. And that's it. I think I also put a rug there. And I also put some windows there because it was very dark. Yeah. That's it for the hallway. Then I think we are moving to the master bedroom next. Although we have such a big amount of rugs in the game, I always struggle to find one that fits in the area I want it to fit. If that makes sense. And I also don't want to use the same rug twice in a house, if I can avoid it. And also there's not a lot of modern rugs, I realized. Oh well, so that's the master bedroom. It's nothing special, just a bed and a little sofa. And yeah, as I said, the same painting as I had in the dining room. As I said, let's just pretend he really likes the artist, so he bought all his paintings, and one of those paintings he even bought twice. I don't know. Yeah. Awkward silence. Hello, silence, my old friend. I'm sorry, I have a really dry throat from all the talking. So yeah, I think this one's the same as we have in the dining room, but oh well. It is what it is. And let's be real, most of the people coming to this house won't ever see the painting in the bedroom, so who cares, right? So now I realized that I can't fit a bed in here, not even a single bed, so I removed the wardrobe, and then I thought, well, you know what, we have a guest bed in the office, so why even make this a second bedroom? Because if it's a bachelor living here, I don't really need a second bedroom. I mean, of course, he could be a father, a single father, but I didn't furnish the house with a kid in mind, so I wouldn't start now. And that's when I thought, well, let's just make it a fitness room, because why not? So yeah, that's what I did. It's just a treadmill and a TV to occupy yourself with while you are running on the treadmill, because I know from experience that, I don't know, I just find cardio training always to be really boring. I hate it. I love running on the treadmill, but I have to do something while I'm running on the treadmill, because I don't know, it's so boring. I hate it. So here we have the whirlpool. It's really tight space out here, but it actually fits, and I think they can actually use it. I hope. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Don't know if I ever play in this house. Well, who knows? This is actually the neighborhood I'm playing with my Sims family. Not the neighborhood. They are living in Brindleton Bay, but it's the same world. So who knows? So on another note, Eco Lifestyle is coming out tomorrow, if everything goes to plan, because I feel like nothing goes to plan at the moment. But if it comes out tomorrow, as I said, I want to do a let's play with it. So stay tuned for that. I guess I will maybe also start recording it tomorrow. Depending on at what time the pack actually launches, because if it launches sometime in the afternoon for me, then I probably won't do a let's play, because during the day I'm alone at home, but my boyfriend comes home at around 5, and I don't want to record anything while he's here, because he's sitting right next to me. So we don't have a spare room where I can do my recording and stuff. We only have one office room, and we are sitting right next to each other. So yeah. So this is what I did with the master balcony. It's not a lot, it's not very exciting, but yeah, there you go. And now the last thing we have to do is the backyard, which also won't be too exciting, so don't get your hopes up. There is this barbecue area, there will be a table, which sits, I think, 8 people. And there will be some lounge chairs, and that's it. Again, very minimalistic. But as I said, I think it kind of suits this place. So yeah. So I guess I will just say goodbye now because I feel another awkward pause coming, and we are at more or less at the end anyway. So thank you guys so much for watching this part 2 of the Schauble challenge. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope I will see you all in the next video, be it a let's play or another build video, I don't know yet. Just yeah, stay tuned, and see you then. Bye bye.
What if I would tell you that things don't happen once, they always come back? What if I could throw us back to the very moment when we had our luck? Suddenly it's clear to me, you're all I ever wanted, can't you see? Got to follow through in a game for two. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Should've got you when we started. Got to follow through. It ain't the way I want it, got to follow through. What if you would tell me that things don't happen once, they always come back? What if you could throw us back to the very